the architecture work as regards to the flow, right? So the user, when you put in a prompt for Copilot, all right, the prompt first goes to the graph, okay, and this is where the grounding happens of data, all right, and it's optional through the Bing plugin to connect it to the web for a more, of course, like a more global view of the answer, right? So if you're asking it, for example, use this file, which includes data that only your company knows about a certain, for example, e-bike that you're building, and then you're telling it, compare this to the top 3 e-bikes in the industry. If you have the web feature turned on, then it will not only look within your environment if you have a document that has top features of other bikes, but it will go online and it will also use that data that's available online for grounding, right? So first, the grounding happens mostly like the organization of the data that is going to be used in order to get you the response. And then that data is sent to the large language model. And you can see here like that whole blue area is our secure environment on the Microsoft cloud, right? So the large language model is basically that hugely trained library that has been fed with books and resources and so many things to become what Copilot is, and to allow Copilot to be able to understand words, context, meaning, and converse with you. So the grounding happens in the graph and with using the semantic index. Then it goes to the large language model. And then afterwards, once the LLM responds, and once again, the large language model is hosted on the Azure OpenAI service, right? So it's also within the Microsoft ecosystem, and whatever prompts you feed the large language model, it just gets deleted right away. It does not train the LLM in any way, shape, or form. So once the response is sent back, it goes once again to the Microsoft graph to make sure that there's no leakage of information, that all the policies that are set in place across all the different solutions that we mentioned with Business Premium or with Business Standard, and basically to make sure that the user that will receive the response is receiving response out of information that they are allowed to review. And then once that is done, basically the processing happens and the information is sent back to the end user.